last but not least, something you can talk about a lot. Gotham Knights. They gave us some gameplay, some like 13-minute gameplay video. Um, and Traversal looks interesting to say the least. I think it looks fun. I don't mind the super arcadiness of it, but you aren't the biggest fan of it.
I'm not. I feel like it takes me out of the game a little bit. Or it takes me out of what's the word? It takes me out of it. I'm not as immersed when I see Nightwing literally Fortnite gliding into combat, or Red Hood literally stepping on reality. Was that was a big shock. Um
Yeah,
I
when I
that
saw
one
that, I
that
forgot to
took me
mention
aback
this.
for sure.
I forgot to mention this, but him stepping on reality made me go. If they made like a Young Avengers game, like that would be cool for America Chavez. Like if like in a game like where
She can
she's a,
also fly though.
I mean, yeah, but stepping on
I
reality
would
just
just
looks
rather
cool.
fly.
I actually didn't know she could fly, but stepping on reality just seems cooler.
I don't know. Personally, I'd rather fly than step on reality. Oh, that reminds me. Okay, can you cut like this next, like the next 3 minutes? Just can you cut that out? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, no,
Yeah,
you're gonna have to cut that out. But you just reminded me of that, and I was like, I
yeah,
had to tell him.
yeah. But
Um,
the combat looks not only slow and clunky, but specifically with Nightwing, despite the fact that of all the characters, he looks the most and fun to play to me. I think that there needs to be more enemies per encounter because Nightwing has to leap like a whole city block just to attack someone in that game. He has to do the biggest somersault in the world just to reach an enemy to hit them because there are only like three enemies in each encounter we saw in this gameplay trailer showcase. And I feel like if it was like at least 10, he wouldn't have to jump so far. Like even in a
that was one of my biggest complaints when it came to the Arkham games, because they did something very similar with Batman, where he would like roll like 30 blocks down the street to go hit somebody,
especially in
and then
night.
like yeah, especially at night. He would roll like 5 blocks down the street, kick somebody's kneecap out, and then like side flip back another 5 blocks to keep fighting the other people. I'm like, what?
Yeah, but for
And it
me,
feels like they kept that apparently,
yeah, for me
and
in the
I
Arkham
don't know why.
games, I feel like it worked better and I didn't notice it as much because one, there were way more enemies, and because the combat was much faster. In this game, the combat is a lot slower. So when he has to jump a whole city block, you notice it because he's moving so slow. And also Red Hood's
Personally,
gameplay just looks
oh
weird.
god,
Red Hood's gameplay just looks weird.
I agree with that. I don't really plan on using Red Hood all too much anyway.
Me neither, unless I'm forced to.
But you won't be, according to the devs. You won't be forced to play as any one character for any one mission.
Fantastic.
Um, but I don't know. I plan on streaming the whole game because hopefully I'll have like my whole streaming setup done by then. And the way I plan on doing it is I'm just gonna like randomly like choose one of the four characters per four missions. So like one mission I'll be playing as Nightwing, the next mission I'll be playing as another character, next mission I'll be playing as another character, etc., etc. But any single time I do any sort of side content, I will only be playing as Nightwing or Robin. I don't really care all too much to play as Batgirl, and nothing about Red Hood's gameplay has
I want to
interested me.
play. I'm gonna definitely play each one of them once, but I'm mostly probably gonna play Nightwing, and then second probably Robin, and then Batgirl. But Nightwing, I mean Red Hood, I'm probably just not gonna play Red Hood.
He just looks really weird doing like gun fu. Like you're not John Wick, bro. Just put them down. Fight. Like either fight or shoot. I don't understand.
It was also announced that it will be next gen exclusive, so we won't have to worry about the console not being able to handle a potential increase in enemies because I feel like that might be something that they add is like increase the amount of enemies you fight per encounter, which I just feel like they need to do. But you don't like Nightwing's glider because it reminds you of Fortnite, but I like it a lot because it reminds me of Moon Knight, and I think it's cool. And it makes
If
me
it
really
worked,
want a Nightwing game. I mean, a Moon Knight game. I do want a Nightwing game, but I want a Moon Knight game where he has that glider.
if it worked more like an actual glider in real life, I wouldn't really have a
Yeah, I
problem
feel
with it.
like
Like where his feet were
yeah,
back, but this man was literally hanging by his wristicles. Like I don't understand why
I feel like a
that was
lot
the
of people
showcase.
wouldn't care as much if one the glider kind of felt like it didn't materialize out of nowhere like in Fortnite. Like if it instead flew down, so it looked like it was always following him and it came down and he got in it and like you said it looked like he was in like an actual like hang glider. Then I feel like people wouldn't be as upset about it, but because it looks so much like something from Fortnite, like this looks like whenever Nightwing is in Fortnite, if he isn't already in there, this is what his glider's gonna look like.
They will probably do a Gotham Knights crossover event because they always do crossover events with everything when it comes out. Now I guarantee you there will be this exact Nightwing skin and that exact lighter skin. I promise you.
But yeah, I didn't care about this game before. Loki, all the stuff that you don't like and a lot of people don't like made me more interested in the game. But even then, I'm still not convinced to even purchase it at all. So, you know,
I'm
whenever.
still planning on getting the collector's edition pre-order because it was my most anticipated game of the year. It's still my most anticipated game of the year. Collector's edition pre-order is $300, so that's something. But
Yeah, I'm definitely much more interested in the Suicide Squad game. But I need to see more from both of them. Wow, I'm sold on the Suicide Squad game. I'm getting that, but I still want to see more from both of them. But for Gotham Knights, I need to see more before I even think about it. Either gameplay or whenever the game comes out, some reviews.
that's actually a little bit wild to me because I'm not whatsoever convinced about Suicide Squad. Like, I don't plan on getting that game unless it's free. Like, I haven't seen anything that's convinced me about it so far.
Everything about it's convinced me. It feels like Sunset Overdrive and what's that game called, Saints Row 3. And I feel like that's exactly what those characters should be in. Like I really want a Harley Quinn solo game that's just like Saints Row 3. This goofy, violent, like GTA style game.